My major is applied mathematics, and I will be presenting how mathematics and neuroscience in particular interact with each other by dividing up the parts, how neuroscience is used in mathematics and how mathematics is used in neuroscience. Now let's talk about how neuroscience can be used as application of teaching mathematics to students. This interdisciplinary research between two subjects will provide greater insight into developing mathematics educational models for fostering students' mathematics learning and thinking. Brain has three neurodevelopmental abilities associated with processing mathematics concepts. Those are spatial orderings, memories, and high-order cognition. What are these abilities and why are they so important for learning mathematics? Spatial ordering is an ability to use images to remember information. Memory is for recalling information, and high-order cognition is for understanding and implementing the step to solve problems. Finding the most effective way to teach mathematics to the students by using neuroscience yielded very remarkable results. The traditional way to teach mathematics mostly focused on developing numerical skills such as basic addition and subtraction. However, neuroscientists emphasize that for effective and qualitative teaching, students should expand cognitive capacity for imagining and solving mathematical concepts in their brains, which is a combination of high-order cognition and memory. The traditional way of just simple calculation does not perform well as students learn high-level mathematics such as calculus and trigonometry. Here is an interesting fact that shows how two different approaches make huge difference in concentrated exam. According to the SAT score distribution, for those who score high scores and low scores in math, show different brain activity areas. Students who perform well on the math section show more activity in brain areas leading to memory of math facts. Those with lower math scores show less brain activities in those areas and more in areas associated with processing number quantities. To explain the findings in a neuroscientific way, higher score students figured out the answers by memory, while lower score students were just calculating low-level calculation hand by hand. The findings can also be interpreted as a physical phenomenon that is related to neuroscience called math anxiety. Math anxiety is associated with a distinct pattern of neuroactivity in brain regions associated with negative emotions and numerical computations. When performing mathematical calculations, math anxious students relative to their less anxious counterparts show hyperactivity in right amygdala regions important for processing negative emotions. This increased amygdala activity is accompanied by reduced activity in brain regions known to support working memory and numerical processing. Problems in engineering, computational science, and the physical and biological science are using increasingly sophisticated mathematical techniques. Mathematics is considered as a basic foundation of all of the studies. Thus, finding the connection between mathematics and neuroscience is a good way to start research. Within a few decades, remarkable advances in applied mathematics shed light on scientists to estimate the neural activity between different parts of the brain. Attempts have been made to characterize the mechanism of the brain activity by analyzing the neural signals recorded by the brain. Patterns of the neural activity and models of neural behavior seen in the experiment can be analyzed by applying math theories. The author is interested in applying mathematics to solve and verify the experiments in world of mathematics. Instead of introducing complicated mathematical equations used to analyze a phenomena in neuroscience, I will show mathematical concepts are used to describe and further develop in the field of neuroscience. Neuroscience is the summation of a broad range of studies including biology, chemistry, and even physics that is nearly impossible to understand its mechanism without having enough knowledge from each subject. Applied mathematicians tries to illustrate the experiment made in neuroscience into mathematical model to give definite and clear explanation on biological phenomena. And based on these explanations, neuroscientists can move toward new and innovative areas of application. For example, to give some mathematical models that describe the experiment, dynamical systems and computational methods are now being used to study activity patterns in a variety of neuronal systems. Right now, applied mathematics is developing very rapidly that neuroscientists are aiming to explore how different parts of the brain are interacting with each other. Also, they are trying to find the estimation of causal interactions among multi-channel neural signals. It is becoming increasingly recognized by both experimentalists and theoreticians. The issues raised in neuroscience and the mathematical analysis of neuronal models provide unique interdisciplinary, collaborative research and educational opportunities.